Hello, this is Jason Sackett with the Center for Work and Family Life, here to talk more influencing without authority. This segment, I'll discuss how you can create memorable moments to build influence. Creating a memorable moment can sometimes be the shortest path to successful influence. When people make a big impact at a critical time, it can draw lots of positive attention and open many doors. How many people outside of New York City paid attention to Rudy Giuliani before 9/11? Probably not many, and plenty of those didn't like him. However, he demonstrated such leadership and grace under pressure during the events of 9/11 at one of the most critical moments in the nation's history that he achieved a hero effect and elevated himself to a contender for the presidency. Coming through in a crisis or major challenge is one way to achieve instant influence. But you don't have to be heroic to create a memorable moment, as long as you demonstrate initiative, problem solving, or the ability to make a difference when it counts. Here's a true story. In college, Tony worked for his university's police department as a student community service officer, unarmed and on foot. He made several proposals to allow student officers to patrol on bicycles. Eventually, he was granted a 1-week trial using his own bike to demonstrate that he could perform his duties more effectively. On the third day of that trial, he heard a radio call about a man having a heart attack in the center of campus. Tony pedaled to the scene and arrived first, assessed the situation, and radioed in that the person was stable, conscious, and already receiving attention from a medical student. This allowed the police dispatcher to inform police officers and paramedics to slow their approach, and without this information, they would have continued to drive through campus on narrow roads at high speed, putting others at unnecessary risk. As a direct result of this standout performance, the chief of police approved Tony's program and supplied 3 quality bicycles for the student officers to use on duty. Think about the critical situations that may come up in your workplace. Perhaps you can anticipate an event or opportunity that will bring status, revenue, growth, or high praise to your organization or supervisor. Or maybe you see a big problem looming that could seriously hurt your work group, and you provide key information or assistance that prevents a disaster. Both of these have memorable moment potential, but for you to earn real influence, people in power must give you credit for your role and contributions. Even if opportunities to shine in a crisis don't present themselves regularly, you can still create memorable moments by doing something remarkable or unexpected, while at the same time pleasing. When tennis pro Jim Courier won the French Open, he gave his victory speech in French, which surprised and awed the crowd, gave him legendary status in France, and ultimately helped qualify him to become a commentator. At the 1996 Academy Awards, an event in which glamour is the norm, Sharon Stone wore a $30 Gap turtleneck sweater, which was so unique that it brought her notoriety for years, and not for being one of the 10 worst dressed. A former client, who I will call Jim, used unpredictability to create a simple but highly effective memorable moment. Jim was a very unpopular office manager with high standards and a self-proclaimed uptight persona. After enduring his colleagues' uncivil behavior for months, he made a deliberate attempt to be more social and less formal at the office holiday party. During the gathering, he used his smartphone to show his colleagues a video he had filmed, edited, and posted on YouTube. Everyone who saw it was dumbstruck. They couldn't believe that someone so stiff and demanding could create something so artful and funny, and one colleague even told him, "After watching this video, I see you completely differently. My impression of you before today was totally off, and I need to apologize for that." In this instance, rather than capitalize on a crisis, Jim took advantage of the relaxed atmosphere to make a surprising, positive impression on his colleagues, improve their perception of him, and ultimately increase his influence in the office. To make a real impact with memorable moments, start by reviewing your influence goal. Whom are you trying to influence, and in what manner? What ideas are you trying to sell? Once your goal is clear, think about an action or accomplishment that could support that goal. How might you demonstrate initiative, ingenuity, or problem solving at a key time? What opportunities or game changers can you discover that could revolutionize your organization or save it from a real disaster? And how can you be sure to claim credit for those outcomes? How can you catch the attention of colleagues or powerful people at just the right time, doing something remarkable, unorthodox, or unexpected, or by showing off a unique talent? Whatever ideas cross your mind, write them down now and start working on a plan to create that memorable moment and instantly expand your influence. For more about influence strategies, or to see what else the USC Center for Work and Family Life has to offer, feel free to call or visit our website. We look forward to hearing from you.